everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes, and today I'm going to tell you guys my frustrating mall restroom story. So, I made this video before, but I was all over the place. I wasn't organized and I couldn't keep track of which part I was on. So I'm redoing it. I just made the video, but then as I was watching all the parts, everything was just all over the place. I was confused about what I was talking about. So I decided to delete that video and now I'm redoing it. So I'm gonna get started, and this is a story about how I went to the mall one time and this person needed to use the restroom. Sorry I'm playing with my hair so much, and she took an extremely long time in the restroom, and by the time she got out, we almost missed our bus going back to where we needed to be. So this is a story just to let you guys know, if you're not very fast at using the restroom, maybe use it an hour ahead of time instead of waiting to use it like a half an hour. If you take about a half an hour to use the restroom, because then you can work on your time management skills and how long it takes you to use the restroom. It's not really a good thing to just use the restroom kind of at the last minute, because especially if you're not very fast at using the restroom, because there's other people that need to use it, and also you're going to make other people late for things that they need to get to. So I'm going to get started, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. So this all started, I think, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I can't remember, about 4 or 5 years ago. I had a really good day that day. I went to the gym with my friend, a person I'm going to call Restroom 4, just because she had to use the restroom. And plus, I already have other story times with other people who I named Restroom in my story times. And this is a different restroom, just so you guys know. Her name is Restroom 4. And we were with the supervisor because it was a local program. And so we went with the supervisor to the gym because that was what was on our schedule that day. And we went to the gym. I shot basketball hoops with my friend, and we were there for about an hour, and I can't remember what Restroom 4 was doing, but I know she was doing something at the gym. I think she was maybe lifting weights or something. I forgot what she was doing, but I'm not 100% sure. So anyway, excuse me. Sorry about that. So we're at the gym for about maybe an hour, and we're done. Once we're done working out, we all decide to go to the mall and get lunch, which is perfect because I think somebody needed to buy lunch that day. So we all leave the gym, and then we get on the bus to go to the mall, because it was a pretty hot day that day and nobody wanted to walk in the heat, which I thought was a really good idea. That we just took the bus over to the mall, because even though it wasn't a very far walk, it was a pretty hot day that day and nobody wanted to cook in the sun. And so we decided to get on the bus, and then we head over to the mall. So we head over to the mall, we go to the food court, and the supervisor goes to get her lunch. And my friend and I pull out our lunches, and then also Restroom 4 pulls out her lunch. And we start eating our lunches, and then by the time the supervisor comes back with her lunch, Restroom 4 hasn't even touched her food yet, and she's been sitting there for 20 minutes, and finally the supervisor tells Restroom 4 she needs to eat her food because we have to go. So Restroom 4 starts eating her food as quickly as she can, and she doesn't eat it too fast, but she kind of eats it quickly because we kind of had to rush her because we were on a time limit. And then all of a sudden, Restroom 4 asks, "Can I use the restroom?" And We're like, sure, but come in and come. And the supervisor's like, sure, but you have to come in and come out. And so restroom 4 goes to use the restroom, and we sit there and wait for her. And then time goes by. It had been a half an hour, and we're like, why is she taking so long? And we had to actually catch a bus to go back to where we needed to be. And we were kind of a little annoyed because she was taking so long in the restroom. So the supervisor decides to go and check up on her. I have to go to the restroom myself, so I get up and go to the restroom. I asked my friend if he could watch mine, the supervisor, and restroom 4's stuff while I go to the restroom, and he goes, sure. So I walk over to the restroom, I walk in, and then I notice, like, restroom 4 just standing up in the stall. I could tell because her feet were on the ground, and the supervisor is knocking at the door of the restroom stall and tells restroom 4 that she had been in the restroom for a half an hour and she needs to come out because we have to catch our bus. And I don't know if she was really using the restroom or if she was just going in the stall, but the supervisor just politely was trying to get restroom 4 to come out of the restroom, and she was not coming out of the restroom. And I go in and just use the restroom, and then I come out, wash my hands, and then the supervisor just is trying to get restroom 4 to come out of the restroom because we have to go catch our bus because she took so long in the restroom. And then finally, I just leave and wash my hands, and then finally, just as I come out of the restroom and meet up with my friend, restroom 4 and the supervisor are rushing back to the table so they can grab their stuff. And the supervisor has a chat with restroom 4 about how she was in the restroom for about a half an hour and how she was supposed to come out of the restroom, not be in there for about a half an hour, and how she was making us late for our bus because she took so long in the restroom. So by this time, it's about time for us to grab our bus. And we all grab our stuff and then head back to where we need to be. And then the supervisor has a talk with restroom 4 and explains to her how she needs to come in and out of the restroom, not be in the restroom for a half an hour because she kept us all waiting and we were almost late for our bus. And then restroom 4 apologizes for making us late for our bus, and we forgave her and we were very nice about it, but we also had to explain to her how she needs to start keeping track of how long she's in the restroom for, because we sat there for a half an hour waiting for her. And we were just really nice about it. We weren't rude about it, but we just wanted her to understand that it was like very irritating that she kept us waiting for a half an hour and how we were almost late for our bus. So the moral of this story is, if you're not very fast at using the restroom, maybe use the restroom an hour ahead of time and not wait till like a half an hour before you're supposed to be somewhere to use the restroom if you take a half an hour in the restroom, because you're going to make other people late for where they need to be, or you're going to be late for where you need to be, or if you're getting on a bus to get somewhere, you just need to go into the restroom quickly, then come out. Don't spend like a half an hour or an hour in the restroom, because especially if it's a public restroom, because there's other people that need to use the restroom and that's not your restroom to use. I mean, if it's your own bathroom in your own bedroom, it's totally fine, but if you need to use the restroom in a public place, you have to come in and out. Don't take a really long time in the restroom, because that's not fair to other people. So that was my frustrating mall restroom story. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye.